All right, welcome sixth graders to 4.2. Today we're going to be discussing areas of triangles. Okay, we're still in chapter 4, which is areas of polygons. Remember, polygon just means many-sided shape. Okay, and our learning target is I can describe how to find the area of a triangle. So go ahead and fill those in on your sheet, as well as your name and the date, and we will get rocking and rolling. Right, for our key idea, it says for words, the area A of a triangle is 1/2 the product means multiply, of its base and its height. So to shorten that up, to look at the algebra behind that, or the area formula, sometimes we call it, half of the product of the base and the height. So 1/2 times base times height. Okay. Or some people like to remember it as base times height divided by 2. That would be the same thing. Dividing by 2 and multiplying by the half are exactly the same thing. Okay, here's a representative of it. Base times height. Kind of like before, height is always that 90-degree angle. So from the top of the triangle to the base. We're not interested in the slant height. Slant height you'll need to know later on in your math career, but not yet. Okay. So we're going to be using this formula a lot, half times base times height today. And I guess one thing I'd like to discuss on how we got that is if you take a parallelogram or even a rectangle, which we talked about last section, that formula was length times width. And what you'll notice is if we were to take that shape and we were to cut it in half, now we have two triangles, one here and one here. So that's where the formula comes from. Base times height, or length times width, divided by 2, because there's two triangles in a parallelogram. Okay. I know in your Khan Academies, if you watch any of those, he'll kind of explain that too. Okay, so for the first example, it says find the area of the triangle. All right, I like to write my formula first. So 1/2 times base times height, and a half times, well, my base, it's 5 inches, times my height is 8 inches. Okay, well, 5 times 8 will be 40, and then half of 40, or 40 times a half, would give me 20. And that would be inches squared. Remember, with area, we're always talking about square inches or square units, whatever it might be in. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and try the two on your own problems. And for these two, 4 times 11, 44, half of that would be 22. And for the second one, 22 times 10 would be 220. Divide that by 2 would be 110 meters squared. Okay. Example 2 isn't a whole lot different. It just looks a little tricky. Okay, so this is just, again, to remind you that the height that we're concerned about is this height that's created by the 90-degree angle. Okay, this height does not matter. It doesn't make a 90-degree angle here. So base is 12, area equals base 12 times height 9 divided by 2. Same thing as multiplying by half. All right, so if you were to take 12 times 9 and divide it by 2, you would get a total of 54 meters squared. Okay, so don't let this trick you or anything. It's nothing extra. It's just telling you the height that we need is the height that creates this 90-degree angle with the base from the top of the triangle. All right, on to the real life example. It says the base and height of the red butterfly wing are 2 times greater than the base and height of the blue butterfly wing. All right, how many times greater is the area of the red wing than the area of the blue wing? All right, so it'd probably be helpful to find the area of both of these and then compare them. So let's do the blue one first. The base of this triangle, so half times base looks like it's 2 times the height looks like it's 1. Okay, would give us, well, half of 2 is 1, and 1 times 1 is 1. So 1, and my units are centimeters. So 1 centimeter cubed for the area of the red one, or the blue one, excuse me. And the red one, we'll do something similar. Half times the base of the red one. Well, we don't know the base of the red one, do we? Okay. But what do we know? It tells us the base and the height of the red butterfly wing are 2 times greater than the base and the height of the blue. So 2 times this height, or this base, 2 times 2 would give me 4 for this base. So times 4 times the height, well, again, it's 2 times greater. What's 2 times 1? Well, that would be 2. Well, that's tricky to see. Okay. And then let's see what we get for an area. Okay. Half times 4 would be 2, and 2 times 2 would be 4. So the area of a red wing would give us a total of 4 centimeters squared. Okay. So then it says, how many times greater is the area of the red wing than the area of the blue wing? Okay. Well, if this one is 4 and this one is 1, you can just take the red and divide it by the blue. Well, 4 divided by 1 would give us 4. So the area of the red wing is 4 times greater. Okay. Go ahead and try number 3 and 4 on your own here and see how you do. Okay, for number 3, it should be base 15 times 8, height 15 times 8 divided by 2. You should get a total of 60 centimeters squared. And then in example 3, the base and the height are 3 times greater. How many times greater is the area of the red wing this time? Well, now if you multiply everything by 3, it is 9 times greater. Okay. Have any questions? Please come see me. I know that was a really quick lesson, but really that's all there is to it. Very similar to rectangles, base times height, but then divide by 2. I will tell you, it's really easy to get that wrong. A lot of students just forget to multiply by this half or divide by this 2. So be careful of that on your assignments and on your quizzes, on your homework and such, because that can be really easy to forget. Okay. Good luck on your homework, and we'll see you in the next lesson.